Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Its mission? To explore strange new worlds, to discover new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Human world.
Though the Enterprise's primary mission is peaceful,
Captain Patterson,
The Republic. Computer estimates the Enterprise's warp drives have over.
Not my engine.
it's just a
Captain
Lauren, she...
Message coming in from
on-screen.
Jim.
Perhaps you should access my library computer, sir.
Beta Myamid, a Federation world. A supply depot orbiting Beta Myamid 8 has recently been subject to attacks from Alasi pirates on 2 occasions within the last solar year. Elasi Prime, a binary star system which one inhabited planet, Manalvagor, is currently undergoing a revolution between factions which survive from raiding Federation ships and factions that wish to make peace with the Federation. Several continents were colonized centuries ago by the Andorian. The self-determination of the Manalvagorians and the treatment of minority Andorians is an issue of considerable controversy. The Alasi clan is the largest clan of pirates and have been blamed for 46 attacks on Federation ships in the last 3 years. They use revolutionary zeal to mask their activities as pirates. Starfleet tactical analysis characterized them as being daring and impulsive, but skilled in analysis and planning. In effect, they are very capable of acting in an unorthodox and surprising manner when their plans begin to fall apart. They are considered a Class 1 threat to the Federation. Masada, USS, a Federation tug tender, registry NCC 293391, currently under the command of Captain Kevin Keeler, crew complement of 17, primary mission, tow, repair of disabled ships. Its input override code is 293391-197736. 3829. Keeler, Kevin, captain of the USS Masada, a Federation tug tender. Graduated 87th in his class at Starfleet Academy. Stardate 3342.8. Keeler has the rank of lieutenant in Starfleet, but is the senior officer aboard the Masada. Starfleet, the official body of the Federation that is involved with space exploration and contact with alien worlds. Starfleet is based on human naval traditions, but military matters are not its primary mission.
Raising shields.
Arming weapons. Disarming weapons.
Captain's log.
I don't know how long she can take it, Captain.
May I respectfully remind the captain that we haven't accomplished our mission, sir. Target analysis on. Target analysis off. Lowering shields, Captain.
Aye, sir. Engines repaired, Captain. Aye, sir. Hull repaired, Captain.
We're off course, Captain.
Instruments indicate that we have crossed the Romulan neutral zone.
Trouble, Captain. Romulans materializing off the port bow.
Damage control standing by, sir.
Message from the Romulan commander, sir.
On screen, Lieutenant.
Enterprise, you are in violation of Romulan space. My orders are specific. Unauthorized Federation vessels are to be destroyed.
Raising shields.
Arming weapons.
May I respectfully remind the captain that we haven't accomplished our mission, sir.
Perhaps you should access my library computers.
Beta Myamid. Masada, U.S. Keeler, Kevin. Elasi Prime.
Save new game. Replace previous game.
May I respectfully remind the captain.
There is an unidentified ship closing rapidly, weapons armed and shields up.
Message coming in, sir.
On screen, Lieutenant.
Leave the Beta Myamid system immediately. You're interfering in Elasi affairs.
We are conducting a search and rescue mission for the USS Masada. It was last reported in this system. We cannot leave until we can confirm its location and condition.
So be it. You have been warned. Prepare to die. Aye, sir. Bridge repaired, Captain. Aye, sir.
Engines repaired, Captain. Aye, sir. Engines repaired, Captain. Aye, sir. Bridge repaired, Captain. Aye, sir. Aye, sir. Engines repaired, Captain. Aye, sir. Aye, sir. Engines repaired, Captain. Aye, sir. Sensors repaired, Captain. Aye, sir. Engines repaired, Captain. Aye, sir. Sensors repaired, Captain.
ship's initial intercept course was from the last known position of the Masada. I suggest we orbit the planet for a closer sensor scan, sir. There she is, Captain. She does not appear to be seriously damaged. Her shields are up, and 27 life forms are aboard.
Aye, sir. Sensors repaired, Captain.
Save new game. Save new game. Replace previous.
Hailing the ship, Captain.
Greetings, Federation Imperialists. I am Elasi Seraph, and I have claimed this ship as a blow for freedom against Federation tyranny.
This is Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Enterprise. You are illegally in possession of Starfleet property. This is Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Enterprise. Listen, Elasi. Hand over the ship and hostages now, or things are going to get very nasty. This is Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Enterprise. Mr. Elasi, it appears that you have found something the Starfleet lost. This is Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Enterprise. You are illegally in possession of Starfleet property.
Ah, the infamous Captain Kirk. The Masada is mine. You will release 25 political prisoners I specify, or I will destroy the ship and its crew. The list of those wrongfully imprisoned should be coming over to you now.
Data file captured, Captain. Computer indicates they were all convicted of piracy with various counts of murder and mayhem thrown in.
Freeing the prisoners you requested will take time. We have to track down their current locations, and Starfleet will have to grant permission to move them here. I will get that started. You should tender a show of good faith on your part. Will you beam over so we can discuss negotiations face to face? We can work together on this, Elasi. How about beaming some of the hostages over as a show of good faith? Freeing the prisoners you requested will take... We can work together on this, Elasi. How about...
What? Lower my shield so you can beam over a war party? I'm not stupid, Captain. We'll play by my rules.
So long as the shields are up, Captain, our hands are tied.
The Enterprise can overpower the Masada and take her, but the pirates would have all the time they need to kill every one of the hostages.
Will you send over data on the whereabouts and conditions of my falsely accused clansmen languishing in your dungeons, Captain?
Very well, we'll do it your way. I will put together the data packet. Kirk out. Your fellow Alassi have been tried in Federation courts of law and found guilty of their crimes. We'll listen to your complaints if you discuss them reasonably. Forget it, Elassi Sereth. You'll be the next one languishing on a Federation penal planet unless you drop your shields and surrender to me immediately. Very well, we'll do it your way. I will put together the data packet. Kirk out.
May I respectfully remind the Captain that we haven't accomplished our mission, sir.
Captain, we could use the command prefix code to lower the Masada's shields briefly, long enough for one transporter burst. Topic not available, Captain. Topic not available, Captain. Captain, we could use the command prefix code to lower the Masada's shields briefly, long enough for one transporter burst.
Captain's log.
Lowering shields, Captain. Raising shields.
Manalvagor, the only inhabited planet of the Alassi Prime system. It was colonized by the Andorians before their entry to the Federation, and their relations with the native population has been a major problem with the Federation in recent years. Andorians, a member of the Federation noted for their antenna-like sensory organs and their unusual blue skin pigmentation. The Andorian colonization of Manalvagor, which was done centuries ago, has resulted in considerable problems for the Federation. Sereth, full name, Sereth Aujilasi, a member of the notorious Elassi clan from Manalvagor in the Alassi Prime system. Sereth is one of the younger members of the clan and spent 3 years in the Federation detention compound on Beta Carina 6 for assault on an Andorian official administering a supply depot on Manalvagor. Like his brothers and father, he is daring and impulsive, but a completist when planning activities. He is highly charismatic, but possesses nothing in the way of skills for commanding any sort of military craft, starship. Masada, USS. A Federation tug tender. Registry NCC.
That code had no effect, Captain.
Masada, USS. A Federation tug tender. Registry NCC 293391. Currently under the command of Captain Kevin Keeler. Crew complement of 17. Primary mission.
Topic not available, Captain.
Sending prefix and lowering the Masada's shields.
Lowering shields, Captain.
Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the con.
This man was obviously the transporter engineer. He is unconscious, but alive. A small bomb appears to have damaged the transporter controls. These doors have been scarred by phaser fire. There was a battle here.
He's not hurt badly. I can revive him.
Thank you, Doctor. Be careful, Captain. The Elassie like to set booby traps. If you need any equipment, I've got my tools in this workspace.
When this operation is complete, Captain, we should have Mr. Scott or Transporter Chief Kyle come here to assist with the repairs.
Let's not look too far ahead, Mr. Spock.
Well, Jim, there's one thing I can tell you. I don't like Elassie.
I can't see them winning any popularity contests, Bones.
They can forget about my vote.
This is just like their raid on Damocles Station. Hard, fast, and dirty.
I suppose I should be grateful to see anyone after that. I thought I was dead.
Well, with any luck, you won't have to worry about that for quite some time.
Provided the Elassie don't have anything to say about it.
A Runsonate transmogrifier, an engineering tool used in the maintenance of transporters, which can be fitted with bits having a variety of irregularly serrated surfaces.
Nothing to report, Captain. Even our most efficient Chief Engineer Scott would have trouble repairing this damage in less than 2 days. Nothing to report, Captain.
You fail to obtain any...
The controls have been virtually destroyed, Captain.
Can they be repaired, Spock?
With Chief Engineer Scott's assistance, I believe we could get them in perfect working order in 2 days.
Spock, we don't have 2 days. If we can repair the transporter, we might be able to transport onto the bridge and capture the Alassi.
I can attempt to jury-rig repairs if I can find parts. However, there is only a 67.357% probability of success.
I've always been a gambler, Spock. Figure out what you'll need.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
Captain, I need to find a bit that will fit into the transmogrifier before I can go further with this.
This is the main transporter pad of the Masada. The cabinet is empty. Save new game. Replace previous game. This view screen communication terminal has been damaged beyond repair. Some kind of force field appears to cover the door. Twisted debris has been scattered along the side of the corridor. According to the deck plans of this class of starship, this is the entrance to the ship's brig.
Can't say I like the decor.
I don't think we can bring down that force field, Captain. If we could, though, it might be less risky than trying to transport onto the bridge.
You get no response.
A force field of unusual configurations has been erected in front of the doorway which leads into the bridge. I don't think it would be healthy to approach too closely, Captain. Nothing to report, Captain. Tricorder readings indicate an indeterminate number of people in the brig. At least 2 are armed with phasers. I recommend caution when entering. 5 phasers without power packs, a drained phaser welder, insulation and bits of wire, and droplets of cooled molten metal.
You fail to obtain anything. You fail to obtain anything. Some scraps of wire found in the corridors of the Masada. Some scraps of metal found in the corridors of the Masada. A phaser welder. It is without power.
The force field is interfering too much to get an accurate reading, Jim. Jim, I'm picking up 11 life forms in the brig. That accounts for over half the crew. I don't like what that indicates.
Save new game. Replace previous.
Hey, what are you doing here?
This guard is stunned.
I see that the Alassi live up to their reputation, Captain.
I don't like the looks of this, Jim. The crew is tired and has elevated signs from extreme stress, but they will survive.
This appears to be the button that turns the brig force field on and off. This guard is stunned. A bomb located just inside the force field. Save new game. Replace previous game. You set off some type of booby trap. The force field protected you from the blast, but everyone inside the brig is dead.
All of the crewmen are dead, Captain.
We came here to save these people. Now look what we've done.
I'm just a security officer, sir.
Captain, the switch has been booby-trapped to detonate a bomb, presumably inside the brig somewhere. A medium-strength phaser bomb. The brig force field would contain the explosion, but it would kill the crew members within the cell. I recommend that we find a way of disarming it, Captain.
There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor. There's nothing there. The pirates won't wake for a while, but they're going to be quite unhappy when they do. I recommend that we not be here when they awake. The crew is tired and has elevated signs from extreme stress, but they will survive.
I see that the Alassi live up to their reputation, Captain. Captain, the switch has been booby-trapped to detonate a bomb, presumably inside the brig somewhere.
Save new game. Replace Nothing happens. 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 These wires look like a modification of some sort. You've set off some type of booby trap. The force field protected you from the blast, but you failed to obtain anything.
Captain, the switch has been booby-trapped to detonate... Captain, the switch has been...
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. You've set off some type of booby trap. The
A medium-strength phaser bomb. The Brig force field would contain the explosion, but it would kill the crew members within the cell. I recommend that we find a way of disarming it, Captain. Captain, the switch... Nothing to report, Captain. Nothing to report. Nothing to report, Captain. Nothing to report, Captain.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. These wires look like a modification of some sort. This appears to be the button that turns the Brig force field on and off. These wires look like a modification of some sort. Spock raises an eyebrow.
I see that the Alassi live up to their reputation.
Spock, see if you can disarm this.
I'll do my best, Captain. There. I believe the bomb is now defused, Captain. Captain, this wiring may prove useful in repairing the transporter.
Thank you for freeing us, Captain. We'll secure the area so they don't come up behind you. We've had electrical problems with our door to our bridge, Captain. The Alassi don't know we put an electric shutdown device. You'd never find it by chance. But if you used a charged phaser welder 2 feet to the left of the door and 1 foot off the ground, you might be able to shut down the force field and get a jump on the Alassi.
A length of wire removed from the terrorist's bomb. A phaser welder. It is without power. A bomb located just inside the force field. You fail to obtain anything. A bomb with 3 wires. Primitive, but potentially quite deadly. One Starfleet Regulation Phaser Type 1, set to full power. Save new game. Replace previous. Phaser welder is now charged.
I think that does it. A comb bit for the transmogrifier. Now I can continue repairs on the transporter controls.
Thank you for freeing us. You better take the bridge before they suspect anything is up. You'd better hurry up, or they'll catch on, sir.
Save new game. Replace previous game.
That did it. The field is deactivated, Captain.
Save new game. Replace Load a previously saved game.
Registering energy residue from phaser fire and phaser grenade detonations. There are readings of another energy weapon, but the type is unknown.
Nothing happens.
The parts fit together satisfactorily.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
When this operation is complete, Captain, we should have Mr. Scott.
Let's not look too far ahead, Mr.
The controls have been virtually destroyed, Captain.
Can they be repaired?
With Chief Engineer Scott
Spock, we don't have 2 days.
I can attempt to jury-rig repairs.
I've always been against...
Nothing happens.
I attach these here. Now, all I need is a spare length of wiring. The controls are set for just inside the bridge door, Captain.
Mr. Spock, you're a genius.
I wouldn't go that far, Jim. But I do have to congratulate you, Mr. Spock. Now we can really risk shooting our atoms around the universe. Is this really necessary, Jim?
Analysis, Lieutenant Christensen.
Security analysis, sir. If we transport onto the bridge, we'll have the drop on them, assuming Mr. Spock has the transporter working properly. If we could get past the force field on the door of the bridge, we should be able to surprise them for sure. Since we have a bomb, Captain, we could rearm it, transport it onto the bridge, and perhaps the Elasi will flee into the hallway. Then we could capture them.
And any hostages on the bridge will be killed when the bomb goes off. No, Jim, that's inhuman.
To say nothing of the possible damage to the bridge controls.
Save new game. Replace previous.
My God, Jim, what have you done? You've killed them all. You probably blew up the whole damn bridge.
Captain, the ship will crash into the planet in 18.32 seconds. I would recommend leaving the ship immediately.
You cold-blooded emotionalist.
Bones, later. Kirk to Enterprise.
Captain, you're alive.
Beam us out of here.
Aye, Captain.
Message from Starfleet, Captain.
On screen, Lieutenant.
Kirk, you have completely mishandled the situation with the Masada. You killed the hijackers on the Masada and all the hostages as well. Your own crew had to transport you out of the wrecked ship before it went utterly out of control. Your record of maverick stunts will be completely reviewed for consideration of disciplinary action. You have much to answer for, Captain Kirk. Consider yourself lucky that you're allowed to retain your command until we get back to you on this. Starfleet out. I'll be frank, Kirk. Starfleet expects more of you than that. Try to do better on your next assignment.
Love's labor jeopardized.
Priority message from Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
A raid across the Romulan neutral zone has placed Starfleet Research Station ARC-7 in jeopardy. Proceed immediately.
I'm going to have a word for you, Spock, if we appear inside the door. It's over, Sareth. Surrender, and I'll guarantee the lives of you and your crew. Freeze. Don't even think about it. Check and mate, Elasi. Don't do anything foolish. It's over, Sereth.
You are an honorable and worthy opponent, Kirk. I accept your offer.
Scotty, beam down a security team to the bridge. We have regained control. Mr. Scott, beam us out of here.
Aye, Captain.
Message from Starfleet, Captain.
On screen, Lieutenant.
We have read your report on the problems at Beta Myamed and evaluate your performance at 91%. You and your crew received 3 commendation points. The top brass at Starfleet are impressed. Outstanding work, Jim.
Trying to hold a Federation starship captive, can you believe it?
Since we just witnessed that very event, Doctor, I'm surprised you asked.
It was a rhetorical question, Spock.
That took quite a bit of organization to seize a starship. Think we'll see more of the Elasi pirates?
Undoubtedly, Captain. I suspect they have considerable resources to draw on.
So do I. Sulu, take us out of here.
Love's labor jeopardized.
Priority message from Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
A raid across the Romulan neutral zone has placed Starfleet Research Station ARC-7 in jeopardy. Proceed immediately to ARC-7 and determine the status of the station. Good luck, Jim.
ARC-7, a highly sophisticated arcology project looking into the origins of life in the universe. The project is being led by Dr. Carol Marcus, who, along with a crew of 17 members, is dedicated to unlocking the mystery of life. Further information is classified. Marcus Carroll, the current Chief of Research on Station ARC-7. Carol Marcus is an expert in molecular biology, bioprotein development, cell mutation science, and radiation science. Dr. Marcus has been offered many posts in the Federation, but refuses to be involved in any project which may have a direct military application. Romulans, a race descended from Vulcan stock, but one that did not reject aggression as the Vulcans did. On a sensor, the two races appear very similar. Their individuals are known for being more passionate and emotional than their Vulcan counterparts. They currently use ships of Klingon design, suggesting to some the Klingons are maintaining them as a client state to antagonize the Federation in a move that circumvents the Organian peace treaty.
May I respectfully remind the captain that we haven't accomplished our missions.
We have arrived at Arc 7. Romulan ship decloaking, Captain.
Message from the Romulan ship, sir.
Treachery. We are aware of Federation plans. Prepare to die.
They're arming weapons, Captain.
Raising shields.
Arming weapons.
Aye, sir. Aye, sir. Sensors repaired, Captain. Aye, sir.
Hull repaired, Captain. Aye, sir. Sensors repaired. Aye, sir. Hull repaired, Captain.
They activated a self-destructive device rather than be captured, Captain.
Resuming course to Arc 7, Captain.
Captain, there is an autobeacon broadcasting from the station.
Warning. Warning. As per UFP Regulation 342-188564.3, Paragraph 3, this base is currently under a Class 3 biohazard alert. All personnel are ordered to stay away from this base unless they are part of a biohazard response team.
Aye, sir.
Save new game.
Captain, sensors indicate a breathable atmosphere in the space station. It seems that whatever ARC-7's intentions, it managed to create a biohazard that is deadly to Romulans. 17 humans and 10 Romulans are on the station. The humans are all in perfect health, so it seems we can beam over without any fear of contamination.
Message from ARC-7, sir.
I am Centurion Ardea Preax of the Romulan Empire. We have discovered your genocide factory here and have summoned help to destroy it. Our lives will not be sacrificed in vain.
Hailing frequencies open.
Lowering shields, Captain.
Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the con.
Spock is analyzing the surroundings. McCoy is fidgeting around. Lieutenant Ferris watches the exits carefully.
Nothing unusual here, Captain, though the station's computer may be able to tell us something.
Nice view of the Romulan ship. How comforting.
This is a very dangerous situation, sir. We should proceed with caution.
Save new game. Replace
I'm picking up some kind of virus. I can't identify it without more information. All life signs are normal. All life signs are normal.
Nothing to report, Captain. The main computer banks of the ARC-7. It looks like someone has recently been rummaging through the main databanks.
Dr. Marcus Log. Supplemental. Continued testing of the Ouroboros virus confirms its potential harmful effects on Romulan Vulcan humanoids. As soon as the spill has been cleaned up, we will sterilize both labs and purge the circulation system to make sure no traces of the virus will remain viable. Then all research files must be erased. We must leave no chance that this terrible accident will ever be repeated.
Doctor, you may be interested in the medical data file appended to the log.
Now that's interesting. There's more here. All of Dr. Marcus' research data on the Ouroboros virus. Let me see. Virus growth patterns. Pneumococcal mimic affecting Romulo-Vulcan genotype. Alveoli involvement in... Boy, Jim, this bug works fast.
Is this really the time to catch up on your reading, Doctor?
Now listen here, you pointy-eared...
Gentlemen, I think we have more pressing problems.
Jim, there is an appended medical database online. Also, it would be useful for me to experiment on how the virus grows in the presence of different gases. I'm sure the station has the necessary equipment.
Please select subject file, Ouroboros virus. Ouroboros virus. Atypical growth patterns for L-type virus. Opportunistic pneumococcal mimic affecting Romulo-Vulcan genotype. Etiology: contact or airborne vector with alveoli microcollapse. Involvement immediately upon exposure. Tissue dehydration follows pneumal flooding. Mortality: 0.6 in 1.0 stardates. 1.0 within 2.0 stardates treatment, none. Named for the mythic world snake that swallows its own tail. Please select subject file, Ouroboros virus, TLTDH gas. TLTDH gas. The chemical compound: tantalum, bilithium, phthalo, dihydroxide. Colorless, odorless, non-flammable, gaseous at 1 atm, and temperatures within a human norm. Early anesthetic among Vulcans and Romulans, in whom it produces laughter, feelings of exhilaration, euphoria, sometimes leading to unconsciousness. In post-industrial pre-spaceflight era, a social problem evolved when crude TLTDH became popular to cook up from non-conductive tantalithial compounds commonly used as electrical insulation. Please select subject for Ouroboros TL nitrous oxide. Nitrous oxide. A colorless non-flammable compound. N2O. Gaseous at 1 atm and temperatures within a human norm. Early anesthetic among humans, in whom it produces laughter, feelings of exhilaration, euphoria, sometimes leading to unconsciousness. Please select subject file, Ouroboros virus, TL nitrous ammonia. Ammonia. A colorless pungent compound, NH3. A common byproduct of metabolism in carbon-based life forms. Liquid or gaseous at 1 atm. Compounds widely used in agricultural, medical, and industrial applications. Please select subject file, Ouroboros TN nitrous ammonia dihydrogen oxide. Dihydrogen oxide, a colorless, tasteless, non-flammable compound, H2O. Water, liquid, solid, or gaseous at 1 atm. Temperature scales defined in most humanoid cultures by state shift of pure water. Please select subject file, Ouroboros TN ammonia dihydrogen exit database.
A Romulan bird of prey hovers menacingly on the view screen. This is a heavily secured door leading to another section of the station. Its access code has been breached. This is a standard door leading to another room on this deck.
This is a very well-equipped laboratory, Captain. Perhaps Dr. McCoy could be of some use here.
Jim, this lab is incredible. What I wouldn't give to have some of this equipment on the Enterprise.
You get no response.
This level appears deserted, sir, but I'm worried about a Romulan counterattack. They outnumber us.
This is a distillator used to isolate specific compounds from raw material. A device to accelerate neutrinos. Not much good for anything else. One Starfleet issue science tricorder, a science office.
A Hawking neutrino accelerator. It is one of the finest in production today. A Crygelion-2 basic compound distillator. Excellent piece of equipment for reducing complex materials to their basic compounds. There are multiple culture samples of the virus within the freezer, Captain.
This refrigerator has a number of specimen dishes inside. You take the Ouroboros virus culture.
Careful, Jim. That's a distillator, not a can opener.
There are many virus culture dishes, all of them labeled Ouroboros virus, danger. Save new game. Replace It's a standard adjustable metric socket wrench. Turbines of a Cochrane 500 class fusion drive, manufactured over a century ago on Alpha Centauri.
I didn't realize that they use these old fusion reactors anymore.
Actually, Doctor, as Mr. Scott would tell you, the Cochrane 500 is renowned for its reliability and perfectly suited for a station of this size.
Hey, this thing's real old, isn't it?
Spock is analyzing the surrounding. This is a screen and filter for the ventilation shaft.
He's infected with the virus, Jim.
Captain, the fusion reactor doesn't seem to have been tampered with. I suggest we leave the controls as they are.
Oh, the station's fusion reactor. Very nice. What are we going to tour next? The ventilation system?
At least all this equipment appears to be operating.
You pick up a large wrench. This is a service access panel permitting used up or worn materials to be replaced. The panel opens. You see a gas tank labeled N2 with its feed lines running deeper into the wall. You need something to pry this open. N2 gas tank. Turbines of a Cochrane...
I didn't realize...
Actually...
Hey.
This is a standard door leading to another room on this deck.
Watch out, sir. It looks like the Romulans have taken control of the lower decks.
The vent is now open. It leads to the lower deck. Turbines of a Cochrane 500.
I didn't realize...
Actually...
Hey, this...
McCoy is fidgeting around. This is an engineering access panel allowing repairs to be made to the interior wiring in the equipment. You need something to pry this open. The panel is open. You see vast quantities of dust and stripped insulation from wiring repairs made to the console in the past. There is a pile of stripped insulation that fell out of the engineering access panel. You grab a handful of insulation. You grab a handful of You fail to obtain any. This is the engineering turbines of a Cochrane 500.
I didn't realize.
Actually...
Hey.
Turbines of a Cochrane...
I didn't realize.
Actually...
Hey.
There is nothing at the moment for me to do there. There is nothing at the moment for me to... There is nothing at the moment for me to...
I fail to see the logic in...
Sir, I'll watch the door so we don't get cornered.
Captain, the fusion reactor doesn't seem to have been tampered with. I suggest we leave the controls as they are.
At least all this equipment appears to be operating.
It's what I was afraid of, Jim. I think Spock is getting worse.
This chamber is where virus samples are placed. This is a vent shaft that leads to the... McCoy is... Kirk is looking closely at the equipment. Turbines of a Cochrane...
I didn't realize...
Actually,
Hey,
You need something to pry this open. You replace the air vent cover. The vent is now open. It leads... Nothing happens. The shaft is too small to crawl through. The tank is large and heavy with its feed lines firmly attached.
There is nothing at the moment for me to... There is nothing at the moment from...
Nothing to report. Nothing to report, Captain. Nothing unusual is... The fusion reactor is functioning at peak efficiency. Nothing unusual. Nothing to report.
There is nothing at the moment. There is nothing at the moment for me to... There is nothing at the moment.
The tank is large and...
There is nothing at the moment for...
You grab a handful of insulation.
There is nothing at the moment for...
distilled a quantity of polyberyl carbonate. This container contains polyberyl carbonate produced from insulation. Save new game. Replace previous. An RDAC 1000. The last word in molecular replication, one of the most advanced pieces of scientific equipment ever constructed.
It would take us several hours to get this machine working, Captain. I do not believe we will need it. The synthesis chamber should be able to give us what we need.
A gas tank marked O2. This is a synthesizer used to combine and replicate chemicals and form new compounds. This particular model has twin gas feeds. This is a synthesizer. This is a storage cabinet. A small field effect anti-gravity unit useful for moving things too heavy to lift and carry by muscle alone. You take the anti-grav unit.
This is an outstanding facility, Captain.
Go bother Spock. This is the kind of place he likes.
You look but see nothing of note. You look but see nothing of... Gas feed is on.
The virus has spread to me, Captain. I suggest you concentrate your efforts on the problem.
This is a synthesizer used to combine and replicate chemicals and form new compounds. This particular model has twin gas feeds. The machine synthesizes a liter of pure water.
A clean drink of water, but I don't see its application in the context of our difficulties, Captain.
You take a 1-liter container of pure water. Save new game. Replace The anti-grav unit hums and emits the stink of ozone before it fail-safes.
The unit cannot lift something fastened to the body of the station, Captain. The tank must be detached first.
The tank detaches easily.
I guess this made it easier to replace the tank every so often, eh, Captain?
You attach the anti-grav unit to the gas tank. It can be moved freely.
It sure beats hauling it around on our backs, sir.
Save new game. Replace previous game. An RDAC 1000. The last word in molecular...
It would take us several hours to...
This is the door to the synthesis chamber.
In principle, Captain, this device is quite simple. When this chamber is empty and gas tanks are attached, it will combine the gases to make new compounds. If chemicals are placed in the chamber, the machine will combine them with the gases to create new materials.
Next, he'll tell us the DNA molecule is simple.
Compared to many molecular models, it is, Doctor.
I rest my case.
The machine synthesizes 1 liter of TLTDH gas.
An unusual compound, Captain. It can induce laughter and feelings of exhilaration in some, much the way nitrous oxide affects humans.
It doesn't affect Vulcans, of course.
Actually, Doctor, both Romulans and Vulcans suffer its effects.
Why, that's just dandy. Vulcan laughing gas.
Please, Doctor, this is not a laughing matter.
You take a 1 liter container of TLTDH gas. Gas feed is off. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. You attach the anti-grav unit to the gas tank. It can be moved freely. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. You install the gas tank to the synthesizer's feed lines. Gas feed is on. The machine synthesizes a liter of ammonia.
I hope you don't want me to swab the deck with that, Captain.
I think we can set this aside and not worry about it.
You take a 1-liter container of ammonia. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. The machine synthesizes a quantity of colorless goo.
You're wrong, Spock. Look, the virus culture has been eliminated. That's why it's clear. It'd be more useful for me to see how the virus might grow in the presence of a limited quantity of ammonia gas. There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor.
This nozzle is where anti-agents are placed. This blue-gray container holds 1 liter of ammonia. You take the Ouroboros virus culture. This chamber is where virus samples are placed.
Eureka, this is it, Jim. There's not much, but all I need to do is synthesize some more, and we're in business.
Save new game. Replace previous. This blue container holds 1 liter of water. This container contains tantalum bilithium phthalodihydroxide. There is a single viral culture dish in here, and it contains a sample of the Ouroboros cure. You retrieve the Ouroboros cure sample. This is the door to the synthesis.
In principle, Captain, this device is quite...
Next, he'll...
Compared to...
I rest...
You take the hypo with Ouroboros toxin cure.
There. You're now cured.
Thank you, Doctor.
Finally, a human response.
Nothing happens. Save new game. Replace previous.
I don't suppose you'd enjoy the psychological release of a few good belly laughs, Spock. We could open the canister right here, if you like.
I would strongly recommend against it, Doctor.
Save new game. Replace This container contains tantalum bilithium phthalodihydroxide. A loud hissing fills the room.
Captain, the fusion reactor doesn't seem to have been tampered with. I suggest we leave...
Nothing happens. With a hiss, the Romulan laughing gas billows down the vent. Things are strangely quiet below.
Jim, we've got to help these men before they die.
Save new game. Replace The Romulans stir weakly, then begin to get up. They've all been cured.
They're severely dehydrated, but they'll live. We got to them in time.
The Romulans drink thirstily and empty the container.
Take it easy now. You'll feel better in a few minutes. Good thing we had the water available, Jim.
We aren't barbarians, in spite of what some people think.
The can looks much too heavy to...
I would not recommend removing the canister without turning off the...
Gas feed is off. You attach the anti-grav unit to the gas. You install the gas tank to the synthesizer. Gas feed is on. The machine synthesizes a liter of pure water.
A clean drink of water, but I...
You take a 1-liter container of pure water.
The Romulans have been cured of the Ouroboros virus, but they're severely dehydrated and need some rest. There's nothing there requiring a ship's doctor.
Nothing to report, Captain. Fascinating. This device contains over 10 million forms of life, patterns I have never seen before.
We call this the Cradle, Mr. Spock. One day I hope something wonderful would be produced here.
Thank God it's you, Jim. I'm so glad you came. It's about time someone got here.
Thank you for saving our station, Jim.
He's too weak to talk, Jim. He needs medical attention.
The Romulan Preax stirs weakly, then begins to get up. He has been cured.
He's severely dehydrated, but he'll live.
The Romulan Preax drinks thirstily and empties the container.
Take it easy now. You'll feel better in a few minutes. Good thing we had the water available, Jim.
We aren't barbarians, in spite of what some might think.
I have called off the Romulan attack on this station, Kirk. I believed your virus was some kind of deliberate attack, but your great honor and compassion have convinced me otherwise.
You also conducted yourself in the most honorable fashion, Centurion Preax. You may return to Romulan space without Federation interference. I assure you, the Federation would never undertake such a foul program. It was all an accident, right, Dr. Marcus? Save it for someone who's buying Preax. Leave Federation space immediately or we'll scatter your atoms across the quadrant. You also I assure you, the Federation...
Absolutely. We've already destroyed all cultures and purged the data files. This will never happen again.
You are an honorable adversary, Kirk. Jolon true.
You are also a worthy opponent, Preax. May you live long and prosper.
You'll never cease to amaze me, Jim.
Goodbye, Carol.
Goodbye, Jim.
Well, gentlemen, let's go home.
Message from Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
We have read your report on the problems at Arc 7 and evaluate your performance at 100%. You and your crew received 4 commendation points. A perfect mission, Jim. You are a model for all Starfleet.
I wonder if I'll see Carol again.
Well, if you don't, you can always drown your sorrow in some Romulan ale.
That's illegal, Bones.
Tell that to the Romulans, Jim. I found a whole case they brought on board the Arc 7.
They'll never replace Scotch, Captain.
That it won't, Mr. Scott.
Another fine mess.
Priority message from Starfleet.
On screen, Lieutenant.
We have reports of an undetermined number of Elasi pirate ships in your sector. You are ordered to proceed to the Harlequin star system immediately and investigate. Starfleet out.
Save new game. Yes, quit the game.